everyone, welcome to the Gervais Group YouTube channel. You may not have seen me before. I try to stay behind the scenes a little bit. I'm Darci Gervais and I'm the team's transaction coordinator. So today we wanted to talk to you a little bit about something that's happening in the market that we're experiencing right now, which is something called forbearance and what it means. It's something that's been a little heavy in the press these days due to the pandemic and the response to it. Since the pandemic hit in March, or since the pandemic began, some homeowners have had difficulty making their mortgage payments. The CARES Act came into play, and that was the government's way of handling many of the financial burdens that were happening around the country. And one segment of the CARES Act allowed homeowners to enter into what's called forbearance, which gives homeowners options when they can't make their mortgage payment. So what we're going to walk you through today is what forbearance is and how it can positively and negatively impact homeowners. So forbearance is something that allows homeowners to pause their monthly mortgage payments if they have recently had concerns about unemployment or have become unemployed, can't make their payments. Most importantly, what homeowners need to remember is that this is not a forgiveness of payments during this forbearance period. These payments that were not made need to be brought current, and the maximum allowable term for forbearance is 12 months. While a homeowner is in forbearance, their lender servicing company cannot qualify that period as any type of a default on their loan. It also is something that can't be used to negatively impact your credit score. At the peak of the pandemic back in March 2020, over 5 million homeowners in the United States went into forbearance. Some of them did it for obvious reasons because either they became unemployed and they just financially couldn't afford to make those payments. Others actually entered into forbearance as a way of looking into the future just to sort of protect themselves. They didn't necessarily need the break from their mortgage payments, but they considered it a safety net. So they made this decision as a precautionary measure because they may have just been a little concerned about what the future held with regard to employment or their finances. So what's next? September marked the first 6 months of people in the forbearance term. And if you are in forbearance, this is the time for you to be thinking about what your exit strategy is going to be. The thing to remember is the longer you stay in forbearance, the more difficult it may become to get out of it. If you're concerned that you will not be able to make your mortgage payments up in a lump sum at whatever period you're ready to exit forbearance, there's some options for you, and we wanted to tell you a little bit about what those options are. So the first option is many homeowners have reached out to their lenders and expressed that they wanted to be out of the forbearance program but needed a little bit of help to get there. And they were able to successfully go into loan modifications with their lender, which caught them up and modified the payments going forward to a point where they felt that they could be comfortable making them. Another option is refinance. So some homeowners who have managed to stay current with their mortgage payments are now choosing to refinance their loan so that they can take advantage of lower rates and turn their monthly payment into something that's going to be a little bit more manageable for them. So this might also be a good time to mention, though, we did say a little bit earlier that your credit score couldn't be negatively impacted by being in forbearance, and your lender could also, not consider you to be in default. However, your credit report is going to show that your mortgage loan is in forbearance, which could be problematic if you are at a point where, let's say, you need a new car, and you go to apply for a loan for a new car, and the dealership sees that your mortgage loan is in forbearance. That might make them a little bit leery to offer or extend additional credit to you. Another option homeowners are considering is selling their home. It may be that a homeowner is at the point in their life where they're ready to downsize. So if you think selling your home is the right decision for you, there's a couple of advantages to doing that right now. So as we know, home values are high. You may have more equity in the property than you thought you did. And that equity would be an excellent way to be able to resolve those missed payments that you need to make up. Another benefit to choosing to sell your home is that, yes, you would have to turn around and buy another home. However, again, like I said, if it's a good time to downsize, that works in well. If you also take into consideration how low interest rates are right now, they are historically low, which means that's going to benefit you on the buy side after you've been able to sell your property. And those interest rates are also going to be very beneficial to the buyers who are looking at your property once you put it on the market. It's just going to make the process more affordable for them to purchase your home. So even if you're not experiencing financial difficulty right now, there's never a bad time to stop and ask yourself questions like, how secure am I in my employment? Do I know I'm going to have that job next year? Or will home prices continue to rise? That's something that really we can't predict. It's the market just dictates that. So here's how we can help. If you have questions about forbearance, we have excellent resources to be able to point you in the right direction to get those questions answered. Feel free to reach out at any point if you have questions. If we don't know the right answer or don't have the best answer, we can certainly get it for you. I think the most important thing to remember is that if you are a homeowner and you're experiencing financial difficulty, now is the time to explore your options. Don't wait. So thanks for watching this video about forbearance. I hope you learned something that was useful, and we'll see you next week. Bye. You may not have seen me on the YouTube channel because I'm new. Keep well, no. Okay, stop. I don't know. If I can't read it, why can't I just read
There's
it?
no reason you can't.
Period, I want to say.
Oh my God.
So here's how we can help. Stop.